Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Emma Lefebvre, and today we are on day 5 of our 24 days of holiday videos, our advent calendar series. Today we are going to be painting some beautiful holly, so let's jump in and get started. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on one single video. Hey friends, welcome back to our next advent calendar video. Today we're going to be painting some holly, so let's jump in. I have my teeny tiny paper of Arches cold press watercolor paper. It's 3 by 4 inches, my Winsor Newton professional watercolors, my size 6 and size 4 brush, round brush, water, paper towel, and we're ready to go. Okay, so let's get right into it. I think I'm going to use my smaller brush. This is a size 4, but it's kind of like a size 2. But whatever small detailed brush you'd like to use. So I'm going to start off with this, and I'm going to grab some red paint. We're going to start by painting the berries. So I'm just going to grab some Winsor red, and I'm going to start by painting a cluster of berries. So I'm just going to do these small round berries, and I'm going to leave a white space in the little circle, and I'm going to do them kind of spaced out from each other, okay? And I'm going to make them more on the pigmented side so they're nice and dark, because we're going to do some berries that are next to them. I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm just going to do one more, I think, and I'm just spreading them out. Then I'm going to wash off my brush and just tap it on my paper towel just gently. And I'm going to do a couple more berries, and they're just going to gently touch those berries that we already did. And what happens is the pigment from the very saturated berries runs into these ones that we're kind of just using water with. So you get a nice variation of values with your red. So it's not all dark vibrant berries. There's a nice little mix. See how we do that? Okay. Maybe one more like so. And I think that's good. Okay, and then next I'm going to take some brown, some burnt umber, whatever brown you have. Again, still using my small brush. And I'm going to do one main stick kind of coming up throughout like this, and then we're going to have little, here, let's do the main stick like that, and then little stems connecting to these berries. Now these berries are still wet, so some of that brown is running into the red, which I don't mind. I kind of like the way that looks. Totally up to you though. If you want to wait till it's dry so they don't bleed together, you can do that. But I just kind of like the way it looks. A little bit too much brown ran into this one, so I'm just wiping it up like so. And there we have our berries and our one main stem. So then I'm going to do a couple other little stems where we're going to have 2 more holly leaves coming off of like that. Okay, now I'm going to grab some green, and you can use whatever green you like. I'm going to use some sap green. Still using my smaller brush. I'm probably going to use this brush for the whole thing. And I'm going to start by doing one big holly leaf here. So I'm going to draw a line kind of going down to the stem. And then you can do veins like this. I'm just trying to figure out the easiest way to explain this. Like that. And you're just going to connect the lines by doing this little scoopy line like that. Scoop to the next line. Actually, maybe there could be one more there. Scoop and scoop. And then we're going to fill it in. And I'm making sure it's not touching the berries. I don't want it to bleed into the berries just for this one. For this painting, you can have it bleed into the berries if you want a bit more of a like a looser look. Totally whatever speaks to you, do. Might even add in some blue in there just for nice different variation of color. maybe a little bit of our brown, like that, just to make it look interesting. Maybe a little bit of dark green. And there I have some perylene green. And I'm just kind of dropping it in while it's all still wet. Like that. So there's one leaf. I actually might do a few more. I just have the 3 kind of marked out right now to start. But I might do a few more. So let's grab our sap green again. I'm going to do one here. I'm going to try and make this one larger, I think. So have our little lines there. Like that. Then I'm going to connect them. Scoop it to the next. I'm going to try and go behind some of those berries. And again, fill it in. I'm going to try and, actually, let's see if I lift some of this color. I want some of it lighter. I think I went too dark on that one immediately, but that's okay. So just filling it in with our sap green. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit of brown, just kind of have it bleed into there a bit. Maybe a little bit of that blue. Just kind of plopping it in there. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular, just having that range of color, a little bit of darker green. You could even add yellow if you like. Whatever you'd like. Honestly, doesn't really matter. Let's grab a little bit of yellow, why not? Like that, and then I'm gonna do another one back here. So same kind of thing. This one is going to be more behind the berries, so I'm going to try and go around the berries the best I can without touching the red, especially if it's still wet. Popping in our different colors. I'm going to try to add a bit more darkness behind these berries, just so it looks like maybe there's a bit of a shadow there. Like so. Okay, I'm just going to do one more just behind the berries, just so it can pop a little bit more. Just so it looks a little bit fuller. I'm just putting this green behind the best I can. Again, making sure it's not going to bleed if it's still wet. Okay. Adding in a little bit more dark color, especially in those areas that would be behind the berries. Like that, and then we're gonna let it completely dry. Okay, now that it's dry, I wanna just intensify this red a little bit more on some of the berries. So I'm just grabbing a bit more red, just kind of adding a little bit more darker, sharper color to the bottom left part of it. Then I'm gonna wash off my brush, dry it a bit, and just kind of blend it out, just so that it's not such a harsh line. But I wanted a bit more of a shadow there, just to make it look a bit more 3D. And then for some of the darker berries, you can go even darker of a red. And just add some darker shadow there. Up to you if you want to do that or not. And then finally, I want to do just a little bit of line work on the holly. So I'm just going to take my really thin brush and then just draw the veins. And I might even grab just a little bit of white, or you can even do gold if you wanted, and go along the veins. Just to brighten up some of the leaves just a bit. Like that, and then I might just grab a little bit more of our burnt umber finally and just thicken up a little bit of the stem here. Maybe give it a couple like little notches or something, just so it looks a bit more realistic. A little bit darker brown in there. Whatever feels right to you. And there you go. There is our holly. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.